Dear listener, what you are about to hear is a recount of the chilling tales of the Magnus archives. What began as nothing more than a single individual recording his reactions and a narration of a series of supposedly supernatural incidents. Through time, it has become apparent that more was going on. That any in the recording would be upon an adventure of dread. But now we know there are other archives coming to light. Tales of fright and suspense that involve not just distant strangers, but you, the person listening this very moment. Welcome to the Magnus Archives role-playing game.
The Rusty Quill has teamed up with Monty Cook Games to bring you an RPG version of a extremely popular podcast known as the Magnus Archives. If you haven't listened to it yet, I highly suggest for you to do so. You can listen to it at most places where podcasts are posted. I personally listen to it on Spotify. I won't get too in-depth into the tales and stories of the podcast itself, mostly because I don't want to spoil it for you. But what I can say is that one of the core concepts of at least a large part of the series is the narration of a series of mysterious and bone-chilling files on unexplained occurrences that seem supernatural in their theme, while taking place in a familiar modern setting. The role-playing game is thus going to give you the tools you need as a group to be part of this world, to experience the horrifying underbelly of the supernatural. A warning, of course, this isn't a setting for everyone. Anytime there are elements of horror, this is a time that you should have an extra long conversation and session 0 with your group. Maybe the use of safety tools so you can figure out boundaries that you might have and define your lines and veils. Monty Cook Games is always very good with supporting these types of conversations in their content. Their website has a consent checklist you can download for free. Their expansion book that was focused on horror, called Stay Alive, has a small section devoted to talking with your group about this stuff. Old Gods of Appalachia has some great notes on this as well, and I'm sure Magnus Archives will at least likely touch upon it, if not outright have a small section about it. I say will, because as of recording this, the book isn't out yet. In fact, the funding campaign is actually just beginning right now. Although expectations are that this will probably be Monty Cook Games' biggest crowdfunding campaign to date. I feel like it's about to shatter some of their personal records. I've reached out to Rusty Quill to see if I could set up a quick chit-chat with someone there, but sadly I've not heard back any words yet. However, I have heard back from Monty Cook Games, and they're looking to see who might have the time to sit down with me and maybe chat a bit further about this awesome project, so look forward to that. Due to my particular circumstances, I'm not sure I'll be able to actually afford the Magnus Archives RPG myself. I know, disability kind of sucks. Although, if I do get access to the books at some point down the road, I will be sure to do an in-depth review when we get to that time. In the meantime, thanks to the support of some fans of the channel, I now have physical copies of a bunch of Cypher System main books, as well as the Old Gods of Appalachia. Reviews for those are already recorded and will be uploaded very soon over the coming weeks. Magnus Archives. I cannot wait. Links will be down below. Check it out.